What's up, everybody?
Welcome to another episode of First
Eps.
Eps. Tonight, we're talking about the brand new Netflix animated series, Masters of the Universe Revelation.
He-Man!
Well, yeah, He-Man's in it, but it's not called He-Man.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Well, I mean, that's all I could look at the entire time was shirtless He-Man! Let's get right to it.
My name's Eric,
I'm Keith.
and this is First Eps. All right, everybody, we are here back with another episode of First Eps, another new streaming series, and we're going to chat all about it. First of all, Keith, how you been?
Very good. Very good. I want to flip the script though and ask you because you had a big day today.
Yeah, I did. I had a
Yeah.
long-ass day. I got a new car,
Yep.
which I don't understand why getting a car takes
Well, it's because
11 hours.
You went to like 3 locations.
I did. But still, that part took like an hour. The
Okay.
rest of the time took like the entire part of the day. And I didn't get any coffee or breakfast or anything.
Did they offer you any when you were buying?
I did. But I was like, let's just move this along. I'll get coffee a little bit.
Okay.
I should have accepted the coffee.
You should have. You
Yeah.
should have in each one of the locations you went. But what did you end up settling on?
I got
Actually, settling is not the right term. What
No.
was the baby that you found that came home?
I got a Nissan Rogue.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice.
Yeah.
I'm very much happy with my purchase. After you get over the cost and everything, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
try not to think about that sort of stuff. But yeah, I just went in just now to move some things around, and I was like, dude,
my
I love
baby.
this car.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
excited.
It's got the smell. It's got everything.
Yeah.
It feels.
Exactly. The smell, the feels, all those things. And then you're going on vacation tomorrow, right?
I am. This is the third in our vacation installment.
Oh, man.
For 2021, and this one is to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's not this is not a normal vacation schedule for you.
No,
let's not
no.
let everybody think that
This is
you don't
how
have
I
a
live.
job and you're just out there just traveling the
Right,
world.
just traveling the world. Yeah.
Um,
Who am I? Jess, our last podcast
Exactly.
co-host? No.
No one
No.
can be here.
I actually have to work for my living.
Yeah.
I don't get free trips handed to me left, right, and center because I smile beautifully. But that's fine,
Yeah, you got to work hard for it.
I work hard for the money.
Yeah.
Like, what's her name? Who was that?
Sheena Easton.
Yes, love
I
that
don't know.
song. I think it was.
Was it? I'd be shocked if it was. But you're going to Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Always wanted to go to Hawaii. It's
I've
like
never
one of
been
the
either.
destination places. It just
Yeah.
looks amazing.
Yeah. Waikiki we're going to, which I guess is like part of the beaches in Honolulu.
Awesome.
And we may go to Maui, but we haven't booked any flights there yet. So
Nice.
I don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah,
You take a boat. You take a boat there when you get there. They're all real close, right? You
maybe.
probably swim to it.
Yes, I don't know if you
I really don't know.
Maybe there's a boat, but I don't know if you swim. I think
Geography
that's-
has never been my strong.
I've never
suit.
heard of anybody going between the islands by arm, but
Mm.
maybe maybe I can test it out.
Yeah, test
I'll let
it
you
out,
know
let
next
me know.
time. Yeah.
But all right, let's get to the matter at hand. We watched Masters of the Universe Revelation, the new remade, rebooted He-Man Masters of the Universe
Yes.
series. This one produced and directed by Kevin Smith. I know a lot of people were excited for this one.
Mhm.
And I had no idea what to expect going in. I watched He-Man when I was a kid.
As a kid, yeah.
Had all the toys.
Me too.
Hadn't really thought of him since.
Nope.
So it was kind of like a nice little journey to my childhood.
I didn't expect it to be out. And then when we saw, I was not up on that. This was coming to a
Yeah.
theater near me. Or a TV
Exactly.
near me.
It did. So it's airing on Netflix, 10 episodes. So let's talk about the first episode. It starts out with this really cool painted thing with a narrator giving a very intense narrator giving the synopsis of what this world is.
Etheria
Yeah.
or Eternia.
Eternia.
Yeah.
So, and he's talking about, all the things and the person that has the power, rules,
Rules the
Grayskull,
world,
stuff.
and otherwise it's oblivion for those who don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we jump right in and then we see like a cloaked man on a robot horse.
Right.
And he's got two bound.
And I remember
people.
the robot horse from
From
childhood
really?
days.
I did not remember the robot horse.
Yeah.
And then so we're going back and forth between a scene. We're seeing this is one scene, and then the other scene we're at
Royals. They're all cheering.
Big festival.
What was the festival
it was
for
like
exactly?
Tila's
like a coronation or something?
into the army. She became like a man at arms.
Yes. Yeah.
So so that's like a big festival going on there. And then we're jumping back and we see He-Man is the guy on the horse.
Yes.
And he's like tries to get in there. What's that the sorceress lady's name?
Hawk Girl.
She's like a real powerful sorceress.
Very powerful sorceress. And she's like He-Man's like special sorcery assistant lady. We're gonna look her up real quick.
I'm gonna look her up because she's like a big part of the show. We're gonna reference her quite a bit.
But she's got hawk. She turns into a hawk and has like light powers.
Yeah. Is it just sorceress? Might be. There's a character named Sorceress.
Well, who's the bad sorceress? What's her name?
Evil-Lyn.
Oh, I love it. That's right.
Yeah.
Evil-Lyn.
So
okay, so sorceress.
So she comes out there and she's just like, oh, He-Man, I thought you were at Tila's party. And then he's like, aha, I'm not He-Man or whatever.
Yeah, he's like
Skeletor.
Yes. And she's like, I knew it. And she blasts him with power.
She blasts him. He's out of here.
He's out.
Fumbling Skeletor, always getting blasted.
Yet again.
And then we go back to the party and there's He-Man or Prince Adam is at the party.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, it's Prince Adam. And then we go back to the scene and He-Man, who is there.
Yeah.
And then we're like, wait a minute. How's there two He-Mans?
Right. And that's when I was thinking, I didn't realize that either.
In this
there are two He-Men. Yeah.
And then that He-Man turns into like a robot guy and grabs the sorceress.
And she's terrified. She's like, oh, I fell for the trick. Yeah.
She rips his arms off.
She does get away.
Grabs him back. Like there's this whole scene.
And Evil-Lyn avails herself too.
Yes.
We thought that it was just another paltry guy with scorpion arms, but it turns out that it was Evil-Lyn with a
They were all like, enchanted as someone else, and then they reveal themselves.
Revealed, yes. And Sorceress was taken aback. She had no idea. She underestimated her prey.
So this is Skeletor's big plan to attack Castle Grayskull.
When it's because during the ceremony for Tiamat, Tila was there, and nobody was paying attention to what was happening there. It's just the poor sorceress.
Side note: my pet was named Tila.
Really?
Yeah, she was a cat, and I named her Tila.
An orange cat?
She was.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So the Skeletor is attacking Grayskull. Sorceress is trying to protect.
Yep.
And she telepathically calls He-Man to come help.
Yep.
And he immediately the whole army is at this party. So he's like, we got to go.
Yep.
Everybody bounces out.
The common people, they scream, they run inside for protection.
Yeah. And then the moment we've all waited for.
Yeah. For the honor of Grayskull.
Pulls out the sword. I have the power. Awesome animation. I thought that was very cool. Really, really cool. And then
rainbow lights fly around him.
Yeah. And this little twink just turns into a giant meat man.
Yeah, meat man. The meat man.
Just a ripped
and then all of a sudden, and he, he's got just like muscles upon muscles upon muscles. And and then his what's the name of his cat? The giant lion.
Well, yeah, that's Battle Cat.
Battle Cat turns into Battle Cat.
What's the cat's name when it's not Battle Cat?
Cat.
No,
it's like turns into Battle Cat.
Chinkles or something like that.
Mr. Chinkles turns into
Battle Cat. I don't remember what it was.
And Orko's there too. We might forget Orko.
Yep. The whole crew is there.
Yeah.
And they all go to the battle.
Yes.
So everybody, all hands on deck, go to the battle, and then it's a very long, animated battle scene. We're seeing all the characters.
Pretty much the rest of the show is a big battle.
Absolutely, yeah. It was. There was a lot of action in this episode, but it was really cool because it was just you see all those characters that you completely forgot existed.
Yep.
And they're all there. They're all battling.
Yep.
So that was really cool.
It was very cool.
And we're like, I used to have that action figure.
Yes. The guy with the eye that you would press this little action figure behind his neck, and his eye would switch from one eye to, I don't know what would happen to the eye. Two eyes?
I don't know. Just like a mean eye. I think one was like a mean eye. One was a happy eye.
Yeah, I had that one too.
One was a whispering eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a wink?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I got him in the bargain bin because nobody wanted him.
Yeah, he was always in the bargain.
But
Same with that one guy, the smelly guy. Did you ever have that guy?
I don't think I had the smelly guy.
Stink Man or whatever his name was.
He was like
a skunk, part skunk.
Wait, was he in this?
No, he wasn't.
We
in
didn't
this
see him this
episode.
time yet. Okay.
No,
yeah.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think I had him. He must have been sold out. You must have got the last one.
yeah, I think I got him in the bargain
the
bin
Toys
too.
R Us.
But yeah, and then He-Man shows up on Battle Cat
Oh.
and just starts wrecking shop. He does the ground punch move.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Always a favorite of mine.
Yeah. When it buckles and all the guys just crumble.
Yeah,
and
the
Eric
whole
was just
army.
Like,
Yeah, I got up and I
you
humped
ripped up
the
your
air.
shirt.
I did rip off my shirt.
Yeah, just
and
really
I had
felt it.
showed my
Yeah.
He-Man tattoo. And
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, it was that part was great.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a ground punch in anything, video games, anything,
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Yeah,
on that.
Colossus, ground
I
punch
do it
on
all
your
the
face.
time, and it just hurts my hand.
Right.
A lot.
I mean, that's why it's better to watch it in the shows than the video games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Evil Lynn. Another great part was like Man at Arms is on the ground, and Evil Lynn goes to like shoot him with power.
Yeah.
The power stops, and
Yes.
Orko just like pops out of nowhere
and the power
stops
shoots
it.
left and right, and he saves her. But then
Lots of magic.
But he fainted.
He did.
with
He
the
didn't
power.
last very long.
But he deflected and saved her
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of magic in this, like more than I remember, more magic than I remember being in
Totally.
the show.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody's shooting powers everywhere between like the sorceress.
Skeletor's
and,
got
like,
power shooting out of
yeah.
all his Yeah. I mean, they brought their A magic game to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Tila goes over and punches Evil
That was
Lynn.
great.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah.
And then
to show that fist still have a place in this world.
yeah. And then Man at Arms punched the robot horse.
Yeah. yes. Just punch the robot horse. Right. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
The battle spills underneath the castle.
Yeah, it
in like a
opens up.
basement.
And it was like this gorgeous glen, just
Yeah.
beautiful flowers and plants, and Skeletor's running down there. There's some crystalline,
Yeah, like an
triangle
obelisk
pyramid
type thing.
Yeah, and they're battling in front of it, and
But He-Man's fighting Skeletor.
yes,
Tila's fighting Evil Lynn.
Oh,
They're just
God.
going back
Yeah.
and forth.
I
It's
love
quite
those
the
ones
battle.
too. You know, I
Yeah.
love it when it's like man on man, woman on woman.
Uh-huh.
They're all like turning around each other, like beasts enraged,
Exactly.
beasts.
And we saw like some really cool like battle scenes, like when Skeletor like punched through like a portal, and made his hand like super huge.
Yes, but then He-Man like crushes back against his
Yeah.
giant hand and breaks it, liberates it.
Yeah, and he's like, eh.
So he pulls it back through. It's normal, but then it heals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm like, I was wondering how they're gonna handle, because it was always Skeletor was just a bumbling, villain who gets like beaten every episode
Right.
pretty easily.
Skeletor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, if they're gonna have this go over 10 episodes and make it like bring it up to date, there needs to be something that happens.
Yeah.
And
Well, it did.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we learn about these guardians of Grayskull.
Yeah.
Was it just one guardian? Is it just
That's
the
what we
one?
saw at this point. Yeah.
And it's this giant like plant man, like
Yeah.
a Groot type guy,
Yeah.
comes up and grabs Skeletor and was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? here?
This ends no.
Yeah.
Just as He-Man and Tila,
Tila. You're gonna get it.
as He-Man and Tila are like incapacitated.
Yeah.
Their power's spent. It's over for them.
Yeah.
But luckily, this Guardian comes up and
Yeah, we think
defeats them, knocks them both down and immobilizes them.
we think it's gonna be over. This Guardian's gonna shut things
I was
down.
feeling really good at that point.
Skeletor just burns him alive.
Yes. It turned out that his staff of power was peeking out
Yeah.
and still had
peaking.
some fire left in
Uh-huh.
it. Yep.
And that dude just went up. He was very dry, needed a little water.
Yeah, dry moss. Exactly. Speaking of that, have you watered your plants
I
today?
did water.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, because you never know when Skeletor might be around.
It's true. It's true. But then He-Man's like pissed.
Oh, yeah.
And he just runs and stabs Skeletor in the stomach.
Master plan, though.
Which-
all part of the
It
master
was
plan.
all part of the plan, which
Mhm.
is weird because like He-Man in would never stab him
No.
like otherwise.
No.
But
Only when he's enraged.
I guess, yeah. Because Skeletor even says like, finally you use that sword for its like true purpose.
Yes.
But we learned that the purpose was not to kill Skeletor.
No.
It was to unlock
Ba-boom.
the what is it called?
That
Hall of
Pyramid
Wisdom.
thing. The Hall of Wisdom.
Yes.
Yes. And in it was a glowing rainbow orb that was floating.
Mhm.
And
And Skeletor just bops it.
He bops it. He does. With what does he have? Does he hit it with his staff?
Yeah, with his staff. It's like what we see like that is creating an illusion to the Castle Grayskull.
Yes.
Is actually this hall, and
gorgeous
it's just like
hall,
this,
like a
glass
opalescent glass. It's just multifaceted.
So, Skeletor bops the orb and cracks it, and then time stops, and we see that it's
the sorceress has regained some power.
Yes, and she's like, I stopped time, but I can't hold it. We need to do something. And then He-Man's like, what if I call on the power I'm already in He-Man form to see what would happen?
I think
it's never been done before.
No, I think I think it's power overwhelming, and I don't think it should be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would just get more muscular.
Like
it just gets like crazier.
Hulk. Yeah. Just boom, boom. Yeah.
But then so he's like, we need to do this or else we're all gonna die.
Exactly. So he throws caution to the wind as a true hero.
Yeah, goes out there, calls the thing.
Yep.
He turns into Prince Adam. Everybody there sees that he's just a boy.
He's just not a man, just a boy. But he had two swords then. His swords turned into
they broke in half.
Cleaved in half.
Yeah, in twain.
And he's sitting there just trying to control the power with his twain swords. And they're like, oh, Prince Adam, you're He-Man. Yeah. Oh, that was Telewa. Talunia, yeah.
And then Skeletor like grabs him and they disappear.
And that's it, yeah.
And that's it. So then we go back to the castle, the royal castle, and Man-at-Arms has to deliver the message to the king and queen that He-Man is dead.
Yes. And now the king is very, that's a tragic loss.
Oh, bummer, man.
He's very stoic. But the queen is for some reason she's just shedding tears upon tears. And then she admits it that she knew that was their son.
Yep. We've lost our son. Yep.
And the king banishes Men-at-Arms.
Yeah, he gets big mad.
Yeah.
And he's yelling at them like, get out of here.
Yep.
And then like he's like, Teela, get this piece of shit out of here.
She's like, I'm not taking orders from you. I'm not taking orders from anyone. Yeah. You've all been playing me, and I'm done with you all too. So they're all fun. And Oracle's like, we need to come together, people. And they just ignore him.
Yeah.
And the whole thing's just falling apart.
Yeah, she drops her sword and
she
pieces out. She throws her little tiara off.
She did. It dropped. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
dun 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 dun
exactly.
dun dun.
And then the Game of Thrones theme plays and scene.
Slow pan away.
Yeah. And that's episode 1.
Yeah.
Of Masters of the Universe Revelation.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, we found out that there's a couple of alumni who are in this too.
Yes.
Which you actually picked up on.
Yeah, I'm really good with voices and stuff.
Like,
and I think it's from listening to
Linda
podcasts. Well, and Linda Cardellini.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sarah Michelle Gellar was in it.
Yep.
Lena Headey, Mark Hamill was Skeletor.
Okay.
Diedrich Bader, Liam Cunningham, who's Davos.
Davos, right? Okay. So we got Cersei and Davos.
Yep. Justin Long, he was in it. He was one of the White Walkers.
Long, that's great. Not Mark Long, but Justin Long's pretty good too.
He's Henry Rollins is in it. He's
really?
The guy Triclops, the guy that you like.
With the eye.
Yeah.
He has like 2 lines.
Cringer is the cat's name.
Oh, Cringer.
And that's Stephen Root.
Yeah. I don't know what Stephen Root is.
It's the guy from Office Space who's like, my stapler.
My stapler.
My stapler. Dennis Haysbert was the king. He is the deep voice guy from like Progressive or something.
Oh yeah. Progressives.
Who else? Yeah, that's pretty. Alicia Silverstone was Queen Marlena.
Nice.
Yeah. So
there are some, solid B-listers in this.
Oh, absolutely. And there are a few I didn't even mention. Jason Mewes is going to be in it. Phil Lamar. So yeah, quite the cast of people.
Yeah. No, I mean, one thing I did watch She-Ra, the reboot on Netflix with my partner.
You like that a lot.
I did. It was really good.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we notice in that is that some of the characters you remember are always a little bit reworked, and they did all come back, like just kind of like a little bit different than you remember them at different points throughout the series. So I'm sure they're going to bring back more people to remember as this goes on. And almost like how Loki does it in Scarlet Witch. It's kind of cool how they did that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing who else comes back and how they kind of tweak the character a little bit.
I mean, you realize like how much of a cast of characters there is, and then like you realize like, oh yeah, this was made by like a toy company.
Yeah.
So it's like now it all makes sense as an adult.
I want them all now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so when you were a kid, like you said, I had the castle.
You did. You had the full Castle Grayskull?
Yep.
Wow.
And then, I had Battle Cat. And
no else. My partner still has Battle Cat.
Really? Nice. That's awesome.
We do have that in the apartment back in Jersey.
That was fun.
That was cool.
So what other cartoons did you watch like growing up? Like what were like some of your favorites?
Well, we've talked about X-Men several times in this podcast, so that's a classic. Honestly, I did like He-Man and She-Ra back in the day. I actually watched He-Man more than She-Ra because at that point in time, I wasn't quite as comfortable with my sexuality. I was about 4 or 5.
Of course.
Not like kids these days. But I feel like I did though watch a lot. I really did like Gem and the Holograms too.
Yes. I never got into Gem and the Holograms.
I think it was just like 1 or 2 seasons actually, but the impact it made on a whole generation of youths.
Now, did they had powers?
They did too. Mostly because she would like touch her earring and then she would transform into
like
Gem.
The group.
And then they would have
truly outrageous.
She was truly outrageous.
Here I got a list of the top 20 cartoons from the 80s.
Let's see if we watch these. How we thought about them.
Inspector Gadget.
Watch that totally.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That Penny, was like where he was just like a bumbling. You always rooted for him to like be better because he had like cool shit. Yeah, and I was like, just like be cool. Yeah, and then he would just like get his arms tied in a knot or whatever.
His neck, and the Penny had to come with the dog.
Yeah,
Penny and Brain.
Yeah, Gem and the Holograms.
Yep, good classic. Yeah,
Gummy Bears.
Oh, I loved Gummy Bears.
Yeah, Gummy Bears was awesome.
That's right. Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
So now this like shows like too like these shows became like. We watched them because they had a great theme song. Like, would we ever watch like a group of royal bears that drink like juice and bounce around? No, but you put in a dope theme song that really brings us into it.
Yeah,
and we're all in on it.
And they were sweets that you could eat too.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So like it really had a dual function there, and I mean that sold itself. Gummy Bears, yeah.
Banana Man. I'm unfamiliar with Banana Man.
I don't think they made it up here to upstate New York.
Yeah, maybe it was a regional thing. It looks like familiar, but I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah, he's got bananas for horns.
I was still a little younger at that point.
Yeah, I don't think we saw Banana Man.
Count Duckula. That looks familiar too, but I never watched that one regularly.
I don't remember him.
Scooby-Doo.
Absolutely. No, yeah, that's classic.
Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
I watched that one a lot. That one and DuckTales.
DuckTales
were
was
like
great.
My favorites when I was
that one was not one of my faves, but DuckTales I did like a lot.
Yeah.
The
Snorks.
I remember them. They were like a ripoff of the Smurfs, just underwater.
Exactly. The underwater Smurfs. Yeah. Did they have more than one girl though?
I think they only had one too, like Smurfette. Her name was Snorkette. No, I don't know what her name was.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
Danger Mouse.
Let me see that one.
Like I remember that. I never really watched that though. He was Danger like
Mouse, a one-eyed
secret agent.
Okay, all right.
That the trap door. I have no idea what that is. Claymation.
It looks awesome.
Yeah. Babar.
Oh, I loved Babar.
I know, but you loved it more like when you were an adult. When you would watch, George and Martha.
George and Martha, I would watch in my 20s as when I was getting ready for work. It was going to HBO.
Yeah, you just eat cereal and watch George and Martha.
I did for an hour before going off. It's like when I was like 24.
Yeah.
Just after college, in grad school. Yeah.
Thundercats. That was another one of my favorites.
My favorites too. I loved that. Actually, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I know you told me before that ignited something inside of you.
Did so many of those cats, some naughty things. Panthro. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah. I have something for blue guys because I was to be honest with you, I thought Skeletor's always got a great bod too.
Yeah. And you always that dream about the Blue Man group.
Yeah, but the Smurfs never did it for me.
No.
No.
Too small.
You need a little bit of muscle mass.
Yeah. Mysterious Cities of Gold. I don't know what that is.
Let me see that picture. Yeah, I don't know that one at all.
Care Bears.
Oh, that was a classic.
I love the Care Bears.
Did you ever see that? We talked about this before. The Care Bears movie where they're at the camp.
Yes, the Care Bears.
So scary. Did you see that one?
Yeah, with the kid who like
With red
becomes
eyes?
evil.
Yes.
Care Bears movie is awesome.
Ooh,
I put that on for Q, and like I'm like, this
Really?
is too
it's
scary.
too much for him.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Is that the same one where they meet the Care Bear friends, or is that
The
a different
cousins.
movie? The cousins.
It might be.
I think that might be the same one.
And they do the Care Bear cousin stare. I think it is because they need them to help
They need
defeat
the power.
big evil.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
the leader of the cousins, the
The
lion.
lion.
Yeah,
Of course you did.
he
Yeah.
was great. Super Ted. I don't know
Mm.
who that is, but that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. But
This
that's
looks-
great.
This looks like something that like
Is it a
you and
flying-
I would
A
make
flying squirrel.
and draw. It's like a teddy bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I
Here,
get-
I want to read the
Yeah.
synopsis of this.
Okay.
Super Ted sounds like it was created by someone on an epic drug trip. A broken teddy bear is brought to life by a spotty alien's cosmic dust and taken to a magic cloud where Mother Nature gives him special powers. Oh man, we can't forget Transformers.
Transformers, and I just saw the picture. It reminds me a lot of Voltron.
Yes,
Both of those?
Voltron.
Yep.
Yeah, I was really into Voltron.
Yep.
I don't know, and I was less into Transformers. I think. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Thinking back, like I definitely had Voltron toys, but
Oh yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if I had Transformers toys. I had some of the metal ones. Remember the
Yeah.
metal
Oh yeah.
Transformers
Yeah,
toys?
yeah.
Those were awesome.
Those are great. And I also had some of the Transformer toys that were part of McDonald's Happy Meals.
Mhm.
Did you ever those ones?
Yes.
It was like
Where they turned into the Happy Meal thing?
Yes, it's like it's
They
chicken
turned into
McNuggets.
French fries?
It's actually Optimus Prime,
Yeah.
bitches.
Exactly. It's like, oh, look, it's a thing of French fries.
Yep.
No.
It's Bumblebee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
great idea.
Woo.
Whoever thought of that idea?
I don't know.
Champion.
Speaking of that, let's talk one more thing about that too.
Mhm.
Remember when they had the little chicken McNuggets dressed up in Halloween costumes?
Yes.
Oh, I needed to collect all those ones.
Yeah.
My poor parents. I
Why?
literally made them go back every day, and I gained probably like 80 pounds as a kid. But
Why don't they remake these toys like new versions of them? I mean, we get so many people to go get in
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
McDonald's #McDonald's. Let's do
there.
this.
Like, what are they doing now? I'm loving it.
Yeah, no, we're not, loving anything.
it. No,
Exactly.
I'm loving Halloween nuggets.
1992.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think maybe it's because like they don't really use Ronald McDonald anymore? Clowns.
I think it's
have,
kind of
like
scary.
a bad image.
It's kind of
yeah.
scary now. Yeah, I
The
think
Hamburglar.
he got me too. Yeah,
Grimace definitely got me too.
I was just
Yeah.
buying.
All that inappropriate touching.
Yeah.
And then the Smurfs. Talking about the
Okay,
Smurfs,
yeah,
they were
classic.
popular.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was
Yep.
later.
A little later, I was
But-
still into them though. I
Yeah.
liked them. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Loved that first movie of theirs too. The first live action one. Oh, it was so
So
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I went and saw the third one in the movie theater.
Ooh, was that good?
That was the one where they went to like
Space.
China or something. Like it was like
I might have given up on
they
them.
were
by
like I
then.
think they like went back in time or something. They went to like feudal Japan or China or
Really?
something.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't really
yeah, no, I
remember.
don't remember that one. It sounds great though.
Yeah, number one on the list, DuckTales. That was like one of my favorites, DuckTales.
So that was the number one movie that they think
Yeah.
from the 80s and 90s.
That was the number one show of those, yeah, on their
Okay.
list. On whatever, you know. Their
Was it
list
BuzzFeed? What was the list? What's a source? We got to set our sources
Yeah,
here.
that's a good point. This was celebrity9.com.au.
Of course. That's where I go for all my 80s and 90s pop
It's
cartoons.
literally the first thing that I came up when I type in cartoons of the 80s.
We do deep research on this show.
Yeah. Cool.
Screen Rant. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Gummy Bears right there. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. There's
So yeah, She-Ra, G.I. Joe. We
G.I.
didn't
Joe.
talk
Yep.
about.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. That was another one where they had like, I mean, it was made for toys. You
Yeah.
had like this huge variety of
Like, they're probably
characters.
made by Hasbro. I have
Yeah.
no idea, but it might have been.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Oh, I loved Ghostbusters.
That was a great show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's Jam, Care Bears. So yeah, I think we hit on all of them. I know. Oh, there's Voltron,
Yep.
and I know like
Oh, Spider-Man.
yeah, Spider-Man. That one I never really watched because it was like I think it was even earlier. That was like in the early '80s. I think I don't remember.
I mean, I watched a lot of those early ones, like on what was it, Cartoon Network? One of them had it on, and we just
Oh,
watched
like
over and over
later?
again.
Yeah. because and then like they went into there were a ton of like spin-offs from them, these popular series that started coming out in the 90s. Like there was like all those ones that came out of DuckTales, like Darkwing Duck.
Oh yeah, I didn't
like Duck. No, yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And there was the one with like Scrooge and his nephews bopping around, right?
Yeah.
Wait, was that DuckTales?
That was DuckTales with Scrooge and his nephews.
Yeah.
But there was another one, Tailspin.
That was it. I didn't like Tailspin at all.
Yeah, no, it had like
no
Baloo or something.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. And that lady that
the chipmunk lady who knew it all.
No. Well, yeah, the lady who was like trying to save all like the little malnourished kids.
Mother Teresa.
No. She was like a blonde lady and she would always have like that infomercial.
Oh, Sally Struthers.
Yes.
One Mother Teresa, Sally Struthers.
Same thing.
Tomato. Oh man.
But yeah, there's some great shows. The 80s were like the best time for cartoons.
Oh my god.
Without a doubt.
I mean, early 90s had some good ones too, though.
Yeah. Gargoyles.
Did you like Gargoyles?
I did.
I know a lot of people think of that as like an underground classic. I just was never into them.
It was such a good superhero show before it was like a superhero thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like they were. I think because I like them because you know how I like my superheroes. Like I like Luke Cage and Colossus.
Yeah.
These dudes were like that. They were just rock dudes.
They were like strong,
super
powerful.
Badass.
Yeah. Super like yeah.
Yeah, I definitely liked.
Turned up to 11 masculinity.
Yes, exactly. That's what I needed at that time.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get back to Masters of the Universe and talk about what we thought of the show.
I thought it was drawn beautifully. I really like the color saturation and the chiaroscuro. The difference. Like I felt like the shadow and the light of it were beautiful.
Yeah, the way that like anytime there was like light involved, which was a lot because the powers were all like it just looked so bright and luminescent. Very well done. But you weren't a fan as much of the story or the.
I mean, I guess I don't. I'm intrigued because I want to see where we go from here because. Obviously, now everybody was mourning the death of He-Man and Adam. So I'm assuming that that's not over with now, unless we go back in time somehow. But it didn't seem like the Sorceress could do that. So I am intrigued.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think it was actually a very interesting way they set it up because I think a lot of us have a backstory with He-Man and know a lot about it. So this is kind of a unique way to start out with not giving us any backstory, really.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's just fighting almost the entire way through.
Yeah.
And now I guess it's going to, I don't know what's going to come actually. So I have no idea. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I really, again, I love the animation. I thought it was beautiful. And I enjoyed that. It was we just threw us right into this battle. We got introduced to these characters. I mean, most of the people that were going to be watching this show were familiar with the characters probably. Yeah. But like, it was very action packed. We saw a ton of cool powers, ton of really cool characters. And I think it's a little too early to really determine like what the story is actually going to be.
Yeah.
But it's something that I do want to know more about what it's going to be. Like they made like I said, I wanted Skeletor to be a little bit more, like of a nemesis. It's like it's just not as much of a just like okay, let's pop him on the head.
Right.
Be done with it.
How did you feel? How did you think that fared throughout the episode?
Like he just kept getting beat up, and I thought so. I was like, okay, that's normal. It's like that'll keep people happy with the direction of this. But then he like he was always smarter than He-Man. He-Man's just kind of like a brute. He used that to win the day, and they disappeared somewhere, the two of them. We'll see. But I mean, as far as like my rating, I definitely want to watch more of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something that I'm like really dying to really jump back into and not binge, but I definitely want to watch more, and I'll probably watch more this week. There's only 10 episodes and they went by pretty fast. I think it was only like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your rating on the thing?
I'm the same. I'm the same.
Yeah.
Watch it solidly. Look forward to watching it, but I don't think binging it. But again, binging, I think, would be fine too. Watching 2 or 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah. It goes by fast.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like, it's so easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
But as I was looking up the actors and actresses, I did notice the IMDb rating. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I fucking hate like nerd fan culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
If you change one little thing, they like lose their shit.
Yeah.
I just just like it for what it is. Like, shit's not always going to be like it was in the 80s.
Right.
It has to be updated. Yep. So right now it's at a 4.7 out of 10.
Okay.
And let's read some of the
all right.
Some of the reviews here.
I don't know if I'm prepared for this.
This one 1 out of 10. This might be the lowest point of Kevin Smith's career. It seems that he went from original and quirky to mediocre and then dropped off the horizon entirely. I know that Netflix makes poor shows, but to ruin another franchise by abusing a former comics geek glory to let us watch a show, it's a new low for them as well. To the topic at hand, it's not a show about our childhood hero He-Man, but instead some whiny, radical, feministic, woke, animated garbage that effectively ruins another legacy of iconic franchise. You can make a great female heroes and relevant stories, whether animated or otherwise, but it's not it. I will not keep on watching this trash, nor will I ever advise anyone to start doing so.
Wow, we got an incel person in the house.
Yeah, so many of them. This one 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Where is He-Man in this entire thing? Why at all there was need for rebooting? Some of them maybe not the strongest.
Yeah.
But so I guess I'm questioning. Maybe He-Man's not in it that much.
Okay.
Because a lot of these people are saying like, "Where's He-Man?" But like, the show is not. It's no longer called He-Man.
That's true, and I made a mistake earlier on. Right. Yeah.
But there's it's just a lot of just this guy unsubscribed Netflix after they ruined this show.
Really?
Yeah. Utter garbage from storyline to the cultural re-engineering of a classic, all for a wannabe ethos. After watching this, you might rethink why you want to subscribe to Netflix and waste time and money on such garbage. Better options out there.
Wow. So people are really upset about kind of the cultural mores that this is kind of putting out there. Is that they want?
They're all incels, and they're all like, "Oh, you made a woman powerful. This is my He-Man show." Where like this giant like. I don't know. There's always been questions about his sexuality. Like it's just like
so weird.
He's like the mascot for beefy gays. Like,
that's exactly it. But I love to see him. That's really interesting. Okay,
it's so frustrating.
Wow.
Anytime like it takes a lot of balls to take one of these characters or these stories and redo it now, because so many people on the internet are so quick to judge. And that's like what we do too, but like we take into consideration like all of it's not
a
just
new
like,
audience, a new outlook, a new context.
Yes.
And the thing is, what it seems like you telling me this too, and we got hints of it this first episode, is that this series seems to be, now maybe we're wrong or maybe I don't know, but that we're seeing a lot more about the secondary characters.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like what these people are saying, that they don't want to really know their side of the story.
Yeah.
They don't want them to be developed more. They want He-Man like they remember.
They just want He-Man.
The main person.
Which is weird because there's so many characters.
That's exactly it. Aren't you excited to see other people's backstories and learn about them? I would be if I really loved this series.
He-Man's just a strong doofus. Like,
I got enough of him in the 80s and he just kicked a lot of ass. He was great, but
he is great. He's a great, like, powerful hero. But like, when there's all this magic and cool powers and three-eyed dudes and stuff, like just show me like all the shit.
I want to smell that guy.
Skunk Man or whatever he was. So it was really disappointing when I opened it up. Now who knows? Like we could watch a few more episodes and be like, this shit
we're gonna hate this, man.
But like for the reasons that they gave it, there are a bunch of quality like reviews too. That just says, let's see this one. 10 out of 10. Those of us who have evolved with the times absolutely love this take on a childhood classic. Only the bigots are mad. Enough said.
Yeah. It was like, what was that one when somebody was changed? Oh, there was something where everybody was not everybody, but bigoted people were upset that somebody was changed. It was like a black person was put into the
Bridgerton.
role. No, that wasn't what I was thinking about for the Duke. No, there was some other one where it was a cartoon or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like a black actress playing it instead of a white one.
Oh.
And they're like, that's just not. It's like, listen, it's just a change in context, change in culture. Just be fine and just learn from a new perspective. It's not that big a deal.
Exactly.
People.
It's not like changing anything. Like this guy,
you can still love it in the past, what you loved before, and this is just a new entry.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
But this guy says, yes, if you believe your childhood is destroyed by someone developing an idea you loved, addressing its flaws and taking some bold steps with it, you might cry, get angry, and write a nasty review with 1 star before swearing and insulting anyone who disagrees with you. So, he's very well said. This guy gave it a 9 out of 10. So yeah, it's just like either love it or you just can't move past your ideal vision in your mind. And it's very much like a comic book thing. I mean, so many people that I know that like comic books, any little change to what their hero is, they take it personally and obviously unsubscribe from Netflix over it.
All right. I mean, that's it. Yeah, Netflix might have lost at least 3 viewers over this.
Yeah. Ouch. I mean, they have been losing quite a bit of viewers. Netflix.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, like, they're struggling to put out content, and now that everybody's going back to work and stuff like that, it's we'll see. But they're going to be starting to offer games now as part. I just saw
that. That's kind of cool. So, yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm into that.
But, all right, let's stick a fork in it. Call this
this shit is done.
It's done. Thank you for watching this episode, listening to this episode. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating. Hit up the YouTube Pop Culture Playground there, subscribe there. Lots of movie reviews, game reviews, and this show. You can watch it in all its beautiful HD glory. See us sweating out here in the heat.
Talk for yourself. My hair's looking great today.
You are looking great.
Yeah, unlike the last time. Yeah.
Thank you. So yes, thank you again. We will see you back here next week for more First Steps.
Same bad channel. Bye. See, that was subtle the way I just shifted the conversation there. I think that really shows my growth as a podcaster.